take it from me, from a guy who's probably done everything. I've raced motocross professionally. I ran go-karts. I ran the top 3 series in NASCAR, and I've hit a lot of walls. And you know, thinking about growing up, how am I going to feel and all that stuff, and the aches and pains are going to be living with me the rest of my life. But arch has become part of my life. I mean, it's just one of these things with take 2 drops underneath your tongue every morning. Man, I can't keep up with the 21-year-olds, but I can keep up with a lot of guys, and I tell you what, it sure changed my life. I'm an active person. I build race cars still. I get down in my shop every day. So when I lay down at night, my brain's still going, and I'm always thinking about what am I going to do next to that race car? What am I going to build, or what am I going to fabricate? And this makes me just take the edge off. It's not a high. It's not nothing. It just lets you go. Oh, it makes you melt. It makes you feel. You get a good night's sleep. You get a good 8-hour sleep. They do their homework. They took pride in what they did. They just didn't take a product because it's making money right now and pushing it out there on the market. They did their homework. They've got the right labs to prove their stuff and their flavors that they wanted to. And it's the only flavors I really like. So, I mean, it's probably the #1 product that I've ever had. I recommend it to old farts like me. I mean, it's a product where it's all out there. Everybody's splashing it around there. But Arch has been doing their homework on this stuff, and I've tried 3 or 4 different other brands, and this one's really stuck with me, and it feels like it's taking the pain away in my back. It's taking away a lot of stuff. So you're just gonna have to find out yourself. I mean, it's one of their products was just amazing.
So before I tried CBD for the first time, I had some mental breakdowns with homework because I couldn't think through it, and I used to go in tears, and every time I had the day 12 hours before I went on stage for a dance competition, I actually used to sit in the corner and start rocking around and start crying because I was so nervous before my first competition. But once I started taking CBD, it helped me a lot because my grades are a lot better and I am thinking through homework a lot better. Well, I have really bad anxiety, so that's why I'm taking the CBD. But before I was taking CBD, I used to not focus, and it was really bad. But now I'm like focusing on what I'm doing, and it's much better for me to think through the problems and stuff now because of the CBD. I take my CBD in the morning and at night so it can help me go to sleep, and so that it could help me focus starting school. So I like Arch CBD, and I recommend the blood orange because I really like it, and I was begging my mom and asking her when the new flavors would come out because I really wanted to try them and see how it would work.
So a year ago I hit my head, and it causes me to have seizures. I also have high anxiety. So my mom suggested trying this in September, and I started doing it, and I've been seizure-free since October. Cleared to drive, clear to work, clear everything. And I haven't been able to work for a year. So the second we walked out the door and I tried it, it helped immediately. So it's great. So my mom was looking into it for my brother, who's high-functioning autistic. He's 20 years old. She was looking into it for him, and she contacted Candace and decided, you know, I want to try this for both my kids, see if it works. And it works for both of us, and it happened immediately for both of us, and it was great. It helps. It cuts down 90% of my stress. If I feel it coming on, put some under my tongue and I'm done. I'm good for the day. Becoming a cop, or going to school to become a cop. So seizures, you can't be in a car for having seizures, so I have to wait a year, but it's intense. It's a lot of pressure not to have seizures, and the CBD oil helps. He's had autism since he was 2 years old, or diagnosed since he was 2. High functioning, couldn't work, couldn't speak clearly, couldn't say sentences clearly. He started taking the CBD oil, and we can tell when he doesn't take it. Like, it's bad. It's a lot when he's not taking it. He can speak. He speaks full sentences, like words and stuff that we didn't know he could say. He's not as violent. He used to be able to just take his shirt and rip it off, and he doesn't do that anymore, unless he doesn't take it. And if he doesn't take it, then we're in trouble, because he's a big 6 foot, 200 and something pound boy who can hurt someone, and he doesn't anymore. I would recommend it as soon as possible as they could get their kid to take it, if that makes sense. Because I know a lot of them have sensory issues, so it's hard to get them to swallow it or to put it under their tongue. So finding a flavor that would be their favorite is the easiest part. But getting them to take it is, once they take it and they realize that it works, it'll help.
Well, Declan is an autistic nonverbal. He doesn't know how to self-soothe. He doesn't know, danger, any of that stuff. Meltdowns, tantrums are really, really bad. And also Sophie, she has really bad anxiety.
And a cough.
Yeah. And my husband one day brought home some CBD oil and said, let's try it. And ever since then, it has been a world changer. Well, Declan was is nonverbal. However, since starting CBD oil, he does say words now. And it only started about 3 weeks after starting the CBD oil. Yeah, he can say sissy and
Say go.
And
Go.
we can say help and a few other words. Oh, it's an amazing feeling. Every day, every time he comes up with a new word, it's like I can't explain it. He started eating with a fork recently. He would not go near a fork before starting CBD, and then just out of the blue, he picked up a fork one day and started eating with it. Now he will use a spoon as well. He's trying different foods in starting CBD oil. He used to be a really picky eater. Now he will start trying new foods. I would say it's not going to hurt you to try it. I would also say it doesn't happen overnight. It does take a few weeks to notice a difference. But I would definitely say it's not going to hurt to try. And my experience with CBD has been a life changer. Through words, eating, meltdowns, less tantrums. Sophie here has bad anxiety and she can't sleep at nighttime. Giving it to her at bedtime is helping her fall asleep a whole lot faster. Less questions, less in and out of mommy and daddy's room at bedtime, asking 17,000 questions. I would definitely say it's definitely worth a try.
My name is Donald Bailey, and CBD has pretty much saved my life. I was diagnosed with anxiety and severe depression at a young age, and it's been in my family history since I can probably at least 3 generations. My grandpa took his own life, great-grandpa, sorry, and I've been prescribed multiple narcotics that shouldn't be mixed from one doctor. I don't go to multiple doctors. and it's really kind of ruined my life. I went from being a lacrosse player, I had Division II scholarships for full rides to multiple universities, anyways, and soccer, and I had multiple injuries in both sports, and to tell you the truth, nothing has helped like CBD has. They've given me anything you can think of for anxiety, pain, and depression, and if I have CBD, I don't need any of these things that I have to carry around with me. I can't leave my house without a stupid, shaky box of pills, and they control my life. If I don't take them, I risk having a seizure. I've been here multiple times at Hornco or 704 Hemp, and they pretty much saved my life, or saved me from going to the ER. And I'd much rather spend $7 than thousands. So yeah, I love these guys. They are super nice. They treat me like family and aren't afraid to talk to me for 30 minutes about the things I have to take these stupid medications for. And I'm just very grateful they are only 5 minutes away. And CBD has really saved my life. Anxiety, I have agoraphobia, which pretty much means I will get an intense panic attack, even almost leaving my rooms on bad days. And no one wants that. Like I used to, you know, go out on dates, all this stuff, and then as soon as I was it just came out of a lot of death in the family, and I just became depressed, and then that led to me staying inside and not going out. And I do the tincture of CBD, and I feel like I go outside, I feel like myself, I talk to people, I meet girls, I am Donald Bailey. When I'm on this stuff, I'm not. So, sorry. It's just awesome. Every single ailment that I've been prescribed a medication for that is addictive, has withdrawal symptoms that can kill, it covers it full spectrum. I don't need to take anything. I'm scared that Big Pharma will do something to take it away, because I pay, you know, if I were to get, you know, the full spectrum full spectrum and the tincture caps that help children with seizures, that is what I'll take in the morning, and I'm good for, these pills only last me 6 hours, and I have to redo it and then go to the doctor and get a higher dose because they're not working. And here, I don't have to get it, I know this about CBD, you don't have to get a higher dose, people. You spend the same amount of money, it's not like they're trying to rip you off. You come back, it's gonna do the same exact thing it did the first day you tried it, and you're like, life has changed you, like the gates have opened to life and you're yourself again. And I don't know why you're not buying it. I've been aware of it. I stay like very on top of anything that my mom had cancer, my aunt had cancer, she just passed away. My grandpa had cancer, I lost them all within 3 months ago, and in every state this stuff was illegal, and they didn't have a chance to get it. And I think that it would have saved their lives. Sorry. So it's very nice to see it available.
Well, that's, I guess, the aftermath of a car accident, which caused the technical words are a diffused axonal level 3 injury. So basically, I had shears on both sides of my brain and brain stem. So I may or may not have died. That's the doctors haven't said one way or the other yet, so I'm not sure But I mean, it'd be kind of cool to say I came back from the dead. So I'm not opposed to that, but you know. I couldn't sleep. I went 3 days without sleep. It was bad, and I was always amped up, always on, always kind of jittery. So I just wanted to find a way to calm down, get out of it, and CBD actually helped me. It calmed me down. It let me get sleep. It's done amazing things. Medicine has done nothing for me, so I wanted to find something else, and the CBD is actually working really well. It lets me sleep, it calms me down, I don't know, it's really done a lot. I started looking around, and eventually I came to Hornco, and they've been great. They've really done a lot. They've introduced me to CBD. They've kept me supplied. They really, I don't know how to explain it, but they've got a plan down for me. They've worked out how to fight the effects of sleeping, how to do what they can, and it's really, really worked out.